Welcome to another episode of the O Bros. Today's topic is why you should never get involved with a married person. I wanted all my viewers to know I personally got involved with a married person, and me being involved and wanting to help people with mostly anything, I feel like I have experience with this topic. By no means am I a professional counselor. I just merely have life experience and some advice to give. Just letting you all know that I'm no angel, and neither do I claim to be one. Okay? This topic can be applied to a man or a woman situation. So I have a letter here from a viewer, and it goes like this, and I'm going to give some advice in between. Hi, Obros. I have a particular issue. I'm in love with a married woman. Let me tell you how this happened. I was out on injury. When I came back to work, I had been speaking with another coworker about once I had healed up, I was going to start working out or walking at work. Someone that I had had an interest in for many years had happened to come over and hear us speaking about working out. She approached us and asked if she could join me when I go out walking and contact her because her breaks were different from day to day. So you guys obviously knew each other, and you guys were aware of each other, and you guys knew each other from the past. So the email goes on. So we started walking together, and it started out like normal friendship. We caught up on the past and what we had done in life and in general, and catching up on old friends. Things were going smoothly in the friendship. About 2 months into the friendship and walking, she had asked if it was okay to talk about sex. I told her it was not, or she said it was a bad idea because she had done this with someone before and it ended badly. My advice, this is a red flag. She has done this before. She knows it's a bad idea, which is because she knows she is married, and also she's having relationship issues. I mean, you can already see it. Email goes on. However, I went along with it knowing it was a bad idea, thinking with my penis. The conversations went from friendly speaking to sexual details about her husband and her relationship. Time went on, and I expressed that I really liked her, and she did the same thing. Later, I met up with her at a local park. Together there we talked, and she let me touch her skin, and things never got sexual. When we were leaving the park, she explained to me that she wishes she didn't have to hide me and wanted more, which I said the same. I wish I didn't have to hide you. I should have kissed her, but I didn't, and we parted ways, and she went home, and so did I. So basically, in my advice, she's already giving you the invitation that it's okay to touch her skin, come on in for a kiss, which you should have. But still, she's married, and that's a big issue, okay? And so, email continues. She went away to a religious conference that weekend, and I was having radiation treatment for cancer that had formed. I went to surgery and came out. Later that week, she came and visited me at the hospital. She brought me some gifts, and she explained, after some nervous tension, that she could not see me or continue the relationship. I was doped up on morphine, but able to make it out. She went on her way later, and I explained that I didn't want the friendship to end. Going back and forth between us and shared feelings. This situation went on for a good half a year. Wow, my advice, dude, that's pretty low blow. She came to your hospital room and told you while you were not coherent, all the while you had cancer. That's pretty rough if you ask me. She could have at least had a little bit of respect and waited until you got back to work, but apparently it sounds like she doesn't have any respect. So he explains that he returned to work after his recovery and tries to get her attention after texting with no response and also instant messaging. At work, she explained that her husband said that she was not allowed to talk to him. After about a month of pleading and asking, she agreed to speak with him again. She had also said she had enjoyed his company and would not mind having sex with him. He gave her the benefit of the doubt, and they started walking and talking again. Number one, you should never beg a woman for another try. It makes you look weak, needy, and that is not the position you want to be in. Though she is saying that she wouldn't mind having sex with you at all that begging is like saying, yes, princess, may I have another crap sandwich? It's not good. Then he goes on to explain, the same thing happened the second time, hanging out. This time, he was spending money on her, buying her lunches, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, and it went on for months up until the new year, he explained. He attempted almost everything to get this woman involved and went out of his way to make this email pretty short. He ends it with, at Christmas, he got her a spa package after a few months of complaining about her husband treating her poorly and how he was a piece of crap, and she was going to need a break in February from her work schedule and the work demands. However, she got him a bottle of her husband's men's cologne on Christmas. Apparently, up until the new year, things were going south quickly in the relationship after he sent her a message explaining that was maybe sexual or sexting or something like that, not sure. He went back to work and she was completely unresponsive and cold to him. Okay? He says that they had a fight. I explained that I was not settling and not taking no for an answer. She flipped it on top of me and how I was forceful and manipulated. How she couldn't think at that moment and you needed to back off at that point. He demanded an answer and she said, I don't love you the same way as I love my husband. After this argument, I walked away and have not spoken to her for almost 2 years, and I am hung up on this woman. Can you help me out? So it sounds like, to me, like her husband found out, okay? Or he found out about the relationship. Once that happened, you were non-existent at that point. For her to buy you such gifts, like another man's cologne, like her husband's cologne and stuff, that means that she's more or wanting more than to be your friends. Friends don't buy each other gifts like that. They usually buy novelty gifts or gift cards around Christmas time. Realize that there's two sides to her story, so I don't know this woman's story. I don't know her explanation or anything. So this is why it's always a bad idea to get involved with married people. You are more than likely to get burned. You need to stay away from these people. To me, and the other details, I just shortened this email up. To me, it sounds like she's very unhappy. She sounds like she married someone that It sounds like she married someone that they love, but they're not in love with. And people like this often settle. Later on, they end up miserable. They give up on their dreams, and their life is not in line in what their goals or what they truly need. I think the statistic says that about 95% of a person's misery comes from what they're not in line with. And what they're not truly honest with themselves. Okay? Another thing is married people should never ever share their marriage woes with no one except a professional or a really trusted friend. But it shouldn't be like in extreme points. So these are the red flags that you should have been looking for. When she's not around certain people, she is herself. Or once she's around certain people, she acts differently. She has approval seeking behavior, or she needs permission all the time. Another thing is that she wears different personalities for people. She's dishonest. She lies. She doesn't go after what she wants. She's always stalling. She's got fear, or she's fearful. She doesn't know how to follow through or go after what she wants. She's hiding something. She's putting on a different mask for work, home, and elsewhere, for her community, whatever it is. It's always an excuse. I can't go out with you for this. This can't happen. This can't happen. It's always an excuse. She allows other people to make the decision on you, like friends, other people, and everything else. She can't make a decision on her own. She allows other people to make decisions for her. She's not alpha. She's settling, or she's already settled and she's just playing you. She tries to hide or cover up involvement. She never invites you to social events or functions, out anywhere. You are around only when it's convenient or only as it suits her. She's a repetitive cheater. Okay, she's a repetitive cheater. So my advice to you is to forget this woman. You need to look at the situation as placing this as her being low quality, meaning that there are high quality women and low quality women. Okay, she doesn't sound very high quality if she is openly willing to cheat and play men behind her husband's back. She is willing to participate with you. You are at fault just as much as she is. She did this in the past, not only with you but with someone else. Really, you never had her in the first place. You also said it's almost been 2 years and you're still hung up on her. One, has she tried to contact you? Has she tried to email you or anything like that? I bet it's no. Understand that you don't want to be involved with someone that has someone else in their life, whether it be a husband or a boyfriend. She needs to resolve the relationship if she wants you, or she needs to be single with no roadblocks or any of this bullshit. You need to love yourself enough to say, no, I don't want this, and I don't want someone halfway. I personally would never talk to this woman again. She played you. She had no intentions of leaving her husband. She played you like a fool. If she wants to be with you, then why would you settle for those things that are in the way of preventing this? Okay? I personally would move on. This woman is low brass and not high caliber. You want someone that's going to knock your socks off. She is far from it. Go find yourself a single, high-quality woman without drama, mommy and daddy issues, and negativity. Besides, look at it this way. As if she did this to her husband, who's to say she wouldn't do it to you? Something to think about from this email has proven otherwise. This person is weak, not in line. People project onto others what they don't like about themselves. Do not take it personally when you encounter a truly miserable person or human being. It's not about you. It's really about what's on the inside of them. These people suck the life out of people. You just need to stay away from them. Have a good day.